The Stones arrived, they were all pretty knocked out because we dressed the set, we had lots of unusual things. We had a goat and a sheep and a couple of dogs and a cat and lots of food and some red wine. By bringing all these extra animals into the location and the way the Stones could loll about, and Keith suddenly decided he wanted to play his mandolin. It all sort of, it flowed, really. The Stones dressing up in this beggars' banquet scene, it was summing up the decadence of the area. There'd been all this revolution, young revolution around. They were saying, you know, here we are, we're enjoying it. Right, so this is Mick and Chick. He was feeling quite relaxed by the end of the shooting. I reckoned that a chick, Mick and Chick, was nicer than Mick holding a bottle. I think he was looking very self-assured and maybe 3 or 4 glasses of wine, but I think he's got a lovely powerfulness to his face. They were lolling about in the grass and then decided to go and have some tea, but saw this beautiful wall and asked Brian if okay to jump up on the wall, and then Mick decided to stick his head between his legs and came up with this beautiful, beautiful image. The attitude, Mick's attitude, is just so determined and slightly ironic, and Brian up there sort of hoping he can hang on in there. So I think that sums up the whole situation with the Stones. I figured this summed up the excitement of the location. It was such a grand Victorian Society painter's studio, and we dressed it with all sorts of wacky things. So this print really shows it and sums up let's say, the darkness, you know, and we wanted to put across the Stones as being, you know, these powerful young men, and the way they all put in their different input, I think just their gestures and things, it all just went together.